What's happening? It's Joy Papers Visionary Art Group, Future Proof in America, one YouTube video at a time. Today, I'm going to give y'all 3 fire ways to use masking as transitions in y'all music videos. Let's do it.
York, New York. New York, New York.
So if you guys haven't noticed, masking has pretty much been the wave right now, especially in this independent video game. You know, it's pretty much how a lot of these guys are doing those funky transitions, bringing cars in, making people pop out of nowhere, making scenes come through the guys' watch and zoom in, and, you know, just overall craziness. All right. So today I'm gonna give you guys 3 ways how to use masking as transitions. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into our editor, Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018. I have already imported my footage. Now, before we start this tutorial, I just want to say, yes, you can do this in After Effects, and it's way easier, all right? But I tend to do a lot of tutorials strictly inside of Adobe Premiere Pro simply because a lot of people don't have access to Adobe After Effects. And After Effects is really like PC heavy, like, you know, the rendering and you know, just overall usage in After Effects. You pretty much need like almost like a, you know, you pretty much need a good machine to pull a lot of this stuff off. So I tend to keep all of my tutorials Adobe Premiere Pro base, you can say, just because I don't want you guys going outside of the program. All right. So everything is going to be done inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, it takes a little bit more time, but you pretty much can get the same results with patience, all right? So we already got our clip. This is the first clip. So we're going to drag that in. And this is what we're going to be basing our mask on. Right there. You guys can see that. So instead of coming in with him around that pole, we're going to come in with another scene. So we're going to use that pole as our mask and set point. So now let's go ahead and save that. And truth be told, let's go ahead and use, let's go ahead and use another clip. Let's drag that underneath here, zoom in. So we're going to use that as our clip to reveal. So start right here. So we're going to start right here. All right. You use your left and right arrows on the keyboard to adjust left and right frame by frame. Now let's start right here. First thing you want to do is just click on find your set point, go to your clip you want the mask on, effects, control. You know, you got these 3 tabs: motion, opacity, time remaining. You want to click on opacity. All right. You want to click on your free draw Bezier. All right. It's just a little pen tool right here. Let's click on that, and you see your mask options pop up. Mask path, mask feather, mask opacity, mask expansion. All right, we're going to leave everything at default. Blend mode is on normal. So let's click on that, and your pen tool will pop up whenever you get on your frame. So let's just start with our mask points and just draw. We're going to draw a little obtuse square. All right. And we're going to bring that up, and we're going to make our endpoint right here. Now, if your scene looks like this, all you have to do is just go to your mask and click invert, right? Boom. Now, this is where we're going to drag our clip back. This black bar is pretty much our mask, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and scale the frame size that because that's a 1080p footage, and I'm working on a 4K timeline. Now, you see our mask doesn't follow our clip. This is where you come in with your keyframing, all right? So now click on your mask, and this is our first mask set point. So let's go ahead and click all our animation keys, and we'll set keyframes. You see that right there? Now let's go ahead and move forward one clip, one frame, and you should see we started our mask right here. So let's see. You guys can see that showing the same clip. So this is where you're going to start your keyframing. So now let's drag this back. And let's drag this back. And we're going to drag this down. And since I know this is going to be sliding all the way out, I'm just going to go ahead and drag these out and save myself some time. And we're going to keyframe that. You pretty much just keyframing the mask path. Next frame, next frame, Next frame. This is where our mask started at. So you're gonna drag, and you guys can see your keyframe is automatically setting because we have the mask path toggle animation set. Let's just keep dragging that. And like I say, if you was using Adobe After Effects, you can track this much better automatically. But Adobe Premiere Pro tracking pretty much is a hit and miss. And for me, most of the time it misses. So I just go ahead and do it manual instead of clicking the play button and letting it try to auto detect. All right, now that we finished, you guys can pretty much see this is where. All right, now that we finished that, this is pretty much what you'll be presented with. You guys can see pretty much a dope reveal shot. All right, so that's the first one, man. Pretty much a reveal transition using masking. All right, the second one we're going to do is pretty much like a zoom. All right, so it's pretty much the same exact way as far as the idea go. And this is the clip we're going to be using. Is just pretty much the front of a church. And all we're going to do is just zoom into that church, revealing the next scene. So this is pretty much like a zoom reveal. A lot of people use this when they're like zooming in like car windows, wheels, watches. They zoom in on the watch face and, transitioning to the next scene. They zoom in on windows and transition to the next scene. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to leave all that up there, and let's go ahead and right click, scale the frame size. So we're going to transition into our bottom scene, which is this scene right here. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to take this scene, right? So it's kind of crooked too. Let's straighten that up real quick. And let's go ahead and rotate that a little bit. Straighten that up. And let's zoom in on that. Scale that up. All right. So we're going to start right here as soon as our clip hit. And we're going to make our set point. Again, click on opacity. Click on your free draw Bezier. And let's set our mask path. All right. Let's click on that. So we're going to make this our first scene. And pretty much we're going to be going through the door. All right. Again, you want to click invert. Again, let's click play, and there you go. Now, this is where your keyframing starts. Same way we did the first one. Keyframe starts right here. All right. All right, let's see if our Adobe Premiere Pro pick up this. It looked like it might work, so let's click, see if it tracks. It might hit, it might miss. Look like it's working pretty good. And all it does is just tracking that mask, what we have around that door automatically. And it looks like it's working pretty good. All right, so we're going to stop it right there. At the tail end of it, we're not going to use all that, but at the tail end of it, you guys see it does tail off a little bit. So we're going to stop it right there. Matter of fact, we're going to stop it right before the next transition. Now, all you guys have to do is set your position and scale, and we're going to zoom in at the end right here. Let's just zoom in all the way. Zoom that out the way. So that's a double, pretty much like a double mask technique, right? Now let's speed that up a little bit. It's kind of slow and it look kind of cheesy. Voila, that's your zoom mask. All right, and you guys can also add like blur to this and wave warps to make it seem like it's moving fast or whatever you guys want to do. Just get creative. Now the last one is pretty much a standard mask, and a lot of people use this in a way where they might show this as a main clip and just have something pop up inside the box or like inside a TV or a window and just have it sit there playing then switch to the next scene without any transitions. So we're gonna pull this one off. All right, this is the clip we're gonna use, and let's bring a piece of this clip back in. We're just gonna swipe that over that. It's our bottom clip. This is the clip we're gonna use. Scale of frames that only because it's a 1080 clip in a 4K timeline, and we're going to just use this, and let's go to our effects, opacity, free draw Bezier, and we're going to just mask out the white part of this sign. All right. Now let's click invert, and some people just use this as like a setup for the next scene with no animation or nothing. So they might just have this as B-roll and have that playing as B-roll and just let that come in for the next scene. All right. Simple, you know. It's just that masking worked pretty good, so let's trim this a little bit. And we're just using that as a window for the next scene, you know. Let's run this back. And it's pretty much that's it, man. So that is your revealed mask, your zoom mask, and this right here is pretty much your standard scene transition mask. All right. So hopefully this helps you guys out, man. You have any questions, go ahead and drop me a comment. Make sure you like, share this video. It's Joey Papers Visionary Art Group, Future Proof in America, one YouTube video at a time. Y'all know we powering the independence. Remember, man, the world needs visionaries. Be a visionary. All right. Peace.